The Man Who Built His Pain. An African Igbo folktale. Moses was a man in his early 40s, calm, hardworking, and cheerful. He lived abroad, far from his family in Nigeria. To many, he was a symbol of success, but behind his quiet smile was a man whose world was about to crumble in the most painful way. 12 years ago, Moses had married Faith, a beautiful and gentle woman from his hometown. Her humility and soft-spoken nature made her the envy of many. When he got a job opportunity abroad, Faith encouraged him to go. "Go and make money," she said. "I take care of things here." And Moses believed her completely. Every month, he sent money home for food, for the children, for comfort. Every year, he returned to Nigeria to spend time with his family. Faith always welcomed him with open arms, smiling as if she had no worries in the world. They had 4 beautiful children together, and their love story looked perfect from the outside. Moses also sent money to build a mansion in Lagos, a house he believed would be their forever home. He trusted Faith so much that he let her handle most of the arrangements. He never doubted her loyalty. To him, she was the perfect wife, to her, he was the perfect provider. But life, as the elders say, always hides its thorns beneath the flowers. On their 11th wedding anniversary, Moses took time off work and traveled home to celebrate. It was meant to be a happy reunion filled with laughter, music, and joy. But Faith had another plan. While Faith was busy preparing for the celebration, their second son suddenly fell ill. Moses rushed him to the hospital. After examination, the doctor announced the boy needed an urgent blood transfusion. Without hesitation, Moses offered his own blood. Moments later, the doctor returned, confused. "Sir," he said carefully, "your blood doesn't match your son's type." At first, Moses thought it was a mistake. But something in his heart whispered that he needed to know the truth. Quietly, he carried out a DNA test, not just for that child, but for all 4 of them. When the results came back, his world stopped. None of the children were his. Not one. He sat alone that night, staring into the darkness. Every memory of love now felt like a lie. Every sacrifice, every drop of sweat he poured abroad was suddenly meaningless. The next morning, he confronted Faith. She fell to her knees, crying uncontrollably. She begged, but her words couldn't mend the wound she had carved in his soul. Heartbroken, Moses filed for divorce. He thought that would be the end of his pain, but it was only the beginning. During the legal proceedings, he discovered something else that tore him apart even more. The house he had spent years building, the mansion he had dreamed of retiring in, was never in his name. Faith had secretly registered the property under hers. That was the final blow. Moses realized that the woman he trusted with his heart had not only taken his love but also his legacy. The man who built the house had built his pain instead. He returned abroad, an empty man. Friends who used to see him laughing now saw a quiet shadow of who he used to be. Each night, he sat in his room, staring at the family portrait that once gave him joy. Now it was just a reminder of betrayal. And sometimes, he would whisper to himself, "Did I deserve this? After all I did?" The elders say, truth may sleep, but it never dies. Moses learned it the hardest way. He built wealth, but he lost his world. If you were Mr. Moses, would you forgive your wife? Leave your thoughts and answer in the comment section. Let's know what you think.